Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick. Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast, coming at you from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I just finished a fantastic draft on Yahoo, Best Ball, 10-team league, picking fifth. Just got some amazing value late. It was great. I want you to watch it. Let me know what you think, and let's do it right now.
Listen up. It's time for the Fantasy Maverick podcast, starring the guy who's going to help you win that fantasy championship, Jimmy Maverick.
Hello there, friends. It's Jimmy Maverick. Welcome to another edition of the Fantasy Maverick podcast. We are going to do a Yahoo Best Ball draft, 10-team. I've got it set up right now. As soon as it starts, I will know the draft position, and we are going to use my app, My Perfect Fantasy Draft, to help us pick players. Let's see how it goes. I'll be right back as soon as we are ready to go on that. All right, so it looks like I'm middle of the pack again. Pick number 5, right in the center. So let's go to my app, and so I invite you to go to my website, fantasyfootballmaverick.com. That's where you're going to find this app. And it has a special mode for best ball this year. So when you log into the app, it's going to ask you 3 questions. How does your league score points? And you can see I've got a best ball half PPR listing down here. This is specifically set up for best ball games. It has a modification to how the players are scored. It basically ignores consistency because consistency doesn't matter in best ball. If you want to engage Jimmy's recommended player filters, let's go ahead and say no. And then as far as setting it up, we go a 10-team, pick number 5. Let's go ahead and enter draft mode. And what it does is you see the player list down here. Whoops. Here's the position filters, and here are the round filters. So each round, what you're going to see is when we click on the first round, we're going to see all the players. Let me just minimize that. All the players between your first round pick and your second round pick with a little bit of overlap. But instead of being sorted by their draft position, they're sorted by their VORC score, which stands for value, outlook, reliability, and consistency. It's these 4 columns right here. Based on how they do, they get points. Those points are added up, and then it's sorted by the score. So you basically want players with as high a VORC score as possible. And so you can see right at the top, we got a couple of players that have little guns. Those means they are long shots. Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara, no surprise that those are long shots. But you can see here, it's recommending we take Najee Harris or Tyreek Hill, Stephon Diggs, Zeke Elliott is right here as well. These all score well. Anything over 30 is a great choice. So there are so many good options for us to go with. And then I like to use my queue to get these players set up. So, we've got Zeke, we've got Kamara, we've got Cook. Those are the long shots. But we also have, if we look at the running backs, who else scores well here? Aaron Jones scores well. Oh, and Najee Harris. That's right. Let's see here. So we've got Jones. And we've got Najee, who's a reach. If you look here, he's got little hands next to his name. That means he's a reach, which is there's a potential he can make it to our next pick. But it's going to be like a 50-50 shot on the next pick. So if we really want him, we should take him here. I am more inclined to maybe try to get Zeke or Aaron Jones, as they do have slightly better value, and with the hope that we could perhaps get Najee with our second pick at pick number 15. Let's see here. So let's also look at the wide receivers here. So wide receivers for the first round: Hill, Diggs, Ridley, and Devontae Adams. Really, Hill, Diggs, and Ridley score very well. Again, Ridley is a reach, so Ridley might make it to our next pick as well. And so we've got Ridley, Diggs, and Hill. Not too much inclined to take them with this early pick that we have. And then as far as tight ends goes, I'm going to get the 3 elites on here, but I think we can get Kittle in the 3rd round. I think there's a good opportunity that we would be able to get him there. I'll be right back after the video. All right, so this is about to go. I'm really surprised to see Kamara at 5th on Yahoo. He is typically a top 3, so it's kind of surprising. And the fact that I might end up with him is absolutely fantastic. I've got Kamara rated way ahead of Zeke, who is my normal guy that should be going in the 5th. So I will definitely take advantage of the Yahoo draft order here if it works out for me. Not super interested in Derrick Henry, though. Gotta say, there's a lot of question marks about him. He is the oldest elite running back in the top, among the RB1s. He's the oldest, age 27, coming off a nearly 400 touch season, where he's actually gotten almost 800 touches and targets over the past 2 years. That's a lot of usage. Very, very, for me, he's a very risky pick. Even though he's a solid choice. It looks like someone took Zeke, and look, they left Kamara. Okay, great. So who got taken? Oh, someone took Chubb early. Okay, let's take Kamara and smile. That's a great way to start this draft. Oh wow, that makes me very happy. And look, we could get Najee Harris at this next pick, which I really like. Gibson and Eckler are also long shots. Unless you want to meet in town, I'll call you later. Okay. All right, sorry, my kids just took off. So let's get Gibson, Eckler, CEH, all good choices. Let's look at the running backs. Eckler, CEH, Gibson's already gone. And as far as wide receivers, Metcalf, Ridley, Hopkins, so many. I mean, they're just all good at this point, right? So we got wide receivers. We've got... who is it again? Metcalf, Ridley, Hopkins, and even A.J. Brown and Keenan Allen. All great choices. As far as the tight ends go, Waller and Kittle are still there. It's almost back to us. It looks like on the draft results, someone did take Najee, which is disappointing. But we've got Ridley. Tyreek Hill is still on the board. How is that possible? Oh no, he came off. That's such a steal there. But look, Antonio Gibson is still there. I really like that. Let's see here, running backs. Yeah, let's take Gibson. Nice start. I'm super happy with our start so far. And then I think we are absolutely going to take Kittle with our next pick, unless Waller makes it to us, which I doubt he will. I doubt Waller would make it. But let's go to the third round. I'm going to get just everybody else queued up that I like. So we got Robinson, Montgomery, Carson. Those are all great choices. So Montgomery, Carson, Robinson right there. For wide receivers, we've got Lamb, Woods, Evans. Really just Lamb and Woods are the ones that are over 30. So let's go wide receiver, Lamb. Where is Woods? Woods is down there. And, Mike Evans is a reach. He would definitely be worth it on the next round, on the fourth round. So that's a solid choice. And then as far as quarterbacks go, again, we're looking for a top 3 option is what we're looking for. So, but I think we'll just take the best available when it gets to our 4 or 5 pick. So let's go to the draft results here. So since I took Gibson, it was Hopkins, Ridley, Jefferson, then Joe Mixon. Darren Waller comes off. So that does leave, we got 2 picks to go, but we could definitely grab Kittle here. So, all right. Okay, he made it to us. Let's go ahead and we'll take Kittle. Fantastic. Let's go to the 4th round. This one's going pretty nicely. Let's go ahead. My top 3 my top 3 quarterbacks, obviously Mahomes, Allen, and Kyler Murray. So I want to get one of them. Hopefully they will make it to our next pick. But we definitely need a wide receiver. So if we look at the wide receivers on this next round, you can see Woods and Evans are long shots, but we could get a Kupp, Godwin, Moore, Cooper. Cooper's a little bit underrated, but Kupp, Godwin, and Moore are all good choices. So let's go to wide receivers, and we will go Kupp and Moore and Godwin right there. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. Let's look at the draft board, see what's going on. So it looks like Josh Allen came off before Patrick Mahomes. Is Mahomes still on the board? Mahomes is still on the board. That is unexpected. Okay. And he didn't even do it for a stack. I don't even know why he took Josh Allen so early. But now we're in the 4th round. Mahomes still hasn't come off the board. But let's see here. So since our pick of Kittle, it was Edwards-Helaire, Josh Allen, Terry McLaurin, Chris Carson, CeeDee Lamb closed out the 3rd round. David Montgomery, Patrick Mahomes comes off. That is not a surprise at the 4th pick. But it's not by the guy that took Hill. Oh, well, I guess Hill is over here. He never would have. I don't think he would have made it back to there. We're cutting it a little close to see if Kyler Murray would make it back to us. If he doesn't make it back, I'll probably grab Lamar Jackson on this next turn. But that'll give us two excellent running backs, a great tight end, and okay, so it is back to us. So as far as my wide receivers go, if I want to take Murray, I should really take him here, just because I doubt he will make it another 10 picks. But I could still get Woods. You know what? I'm going to take Woods, and we will roll the dice. So let's go to the 5th round. As far as wide receivers go, Deontay Johnson is the good choice. Tyler Lockett is actually doesn't rate well, but I do like Tyler Lockett. Deontay Johnson, there's Tyler Lockett. As far as running backs go, we've got guys like Edwards, Edmonds, Hunt, Henderson. Those guys all rate very well. So let's go to running backs. And there's Edwards and Henderson. And I think Edmonds is a little farther down. And there's Kareem Hunt. But there's still some good choices here. Oh, it looks like the first guy came off. And so let's go back to the draft results here. Okay, so Lamar Jackson came off. I should have taken my quarterback. Oh, I'm riding the snake right now. It's all right. I could always, if I miss, I can always try to go with the stack. Maybe try to stack Woods with Stafford, something along those lines. But let's just see what happens. And it looks like Gus Edwards came off. Kyler Murray's still there. DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, Tyler Lockett, Darrell Henderson, Chase Edmonds, Kareem Hunt, all still on the board. So we're doing okay. And it is just a matter of getting through these next few picks. Another tight end comes off. So now we're at 4 tight ends. And we're at 3 quarterbacks. Did he make it? Kyler Murray made it. We rode the snake and it paid off. That's awesome. All right, so we got our top 3 quarterback. We got our top 3 tight end. 2 great running backs and wide receivers. So we really need to hammer down on wide receivers now. So let's go to the 6th round. And we got T. Higgins, Adam Thielen. Those are the 2 best. These other guys don't rate super well at this point. So Higgins and Thielen. Let's go ahead and go to wide receivers. Thielen and Higgins. Oh, boy, I doubt they're going to make it to me. Shoot. All right. So these other guys are all reaches on the next round. Claypool, Ayuk, and Odell Beckham. Who else is here? So, well, there's Claypool. And Ayuk, is he already gone? Did someone already take Ayuk? Yeah. I mean, we got to just really super focus on wide receivers on the next few rounds. So that is what we will do. Whoops. Sorry about that. Accidentally knocked my computer. All right, let's look at what's going on the board. So after we took Kyler Murray, it was Ayuk, Moore, Jones came off, then Darrell Henderson, Miles Sanders, Dak Prescott, Damian Harris. 3 picks back to us. Deontay Johnson is still on the board. That would be great if we could get him. Otherwise, I think we'll go with probably Thielen or Higgins. I'm guessing Higgins is who I would select. Okay, Russell Wilson came off. This makes me breathe a little easier. Damn it. Mark Andrews came off. And look, Kareem Hunt is still on the board. But we do need another wide receiver. Let's go ahead and take Higgins here. And let's go to the 7th round. And you can see we got guys Anderson, Judy, Boyd. These other guys still don't rate very well. So Anderson and Judy and Boyd, I'm going to put those guys on the queue. All right, Anderson, Boyd, Judy. All right, so we got those 5 options. I'm going to just look at the running backs here. We got Sermon, Mostert, and Gordon. None of them rate well, so I'm not interested in them. And again, we're set on quarterback and tight end for a while. So I'm going to wait on that. Let's look at the draft results. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 6 quarterbacks taken now. And then as far as tight ends, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Has Hawkinson still not come off the board? That's unbelievable. That's great value to get him in the 7th round. Jeez. All right. So Hunt came off. That's too bad. Robbie Anderson came off. So we got Claypool, Boyd, and Judy here. Not sure I would want to take Boyd given that I already have Higgins. Someone took Hawkinson in the 7th. That's really good value there. Herbert, another quarterback, came off. Okay, so I'm just going to go to the wide receivers real quick. Claypool, Judy, Boyd, Jamar Chase, Galladay. I think, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take Judy as my 3rd. And let's go to the next round. So the 8th round for wide receivers, we'd be looking at Sutton, Juju Smith-Schuster. Now, Juju is kind of like the guy that I really want on the next round. That'd be great to be able to get him. Jamar Chase, Corey Davis don't rate very well. Let's look at the running backs here. Dillon, you got Dillon as far as a running back. A.J. Dillon is right there. Look, Gaskin is still on the board. I doubt he would make it back to us. There's Williams and Gordon right next to each other. Nobody knows who's going to be leading that backfield. Let's just watch the draft board here and see what happens. So after I took Judy, someone took Claypool, then Mostert, Gaskin, Logan Thomas. So another tight end comes off the board. That's the 7th. So we got 7 quarterbacks and 7 tight ends. Tyler Boyd came off. That's one of my targets. Cortland Sutton. 4 picks back to me. This is where I get all stressed. Let's see here. Let's just look at the whole list here. Who's at the top? OBJ. Yeah, geez, I just don't want any of those guys. Juju should make it back to us. So we got Juju and A.J. Dillon kind of running a little dry on my queue. Chase Edmonds comes off. Odell Beckham comes off. Don't care about them. Just let Antonio Brown comes off. Hopefully this guy doesn't double up on. He didn't. Perfect. Juju. Awesome. So we got Juju, Judy, Higgins, and Woods as my wide receivers. That's really, really good. I'm really happy with that. Let's go to the 9th round. And let's start looking at running backs again. So we got Drake's really the only one that rates well here. Let's go look at the player rankings. So Dillon is still there. I doubt he makes it back. But there's Kenyon Drake. There's Sony Michel. And there's Jamal Williams. I like all those guys. And someone like Ronald Jones or Leonard Fournette, those guys are great choices for best ball, because you never know how they're going to do on any given week. For wide receivers, we got Cooks. Really, it's just Cooks at this point. Wide receivers. Oh, Cooks is right at the top. He's probably not going to make it back. But look, there's like LaVisca. I like that. Okay. And as far as, let's just look at the quarterbacks. can see there's still some really good quarterbacks on the board. Now, if I wanted to stack, we could maybe go for Stafford, or we could go for Stafford or Burrow, or even let's see here, Teddy, very late. Okay, so look, Kenyon Drake, Sony Michel, Jamal Williams, still available. Let's get back to our running backs. So we'll go ahead and we'll take Kenyon Drake. Let's go on to the 10th round. 10th round running backs. Jamal Williams. Okay, so this is where Fournette doesn't score well, but again, nice value, and I would consider him. Did he make it back? Is he even still on the list? Oh yeah, look, both Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette are still there. So if either one of those make it back, I'd probably take one of them. Let's look at wide receivers. Laviska, Mike Williams, Devonta Smith. Mike Williams. As far as quarterback, this would be Hurts, Brady. This would be the time to take Stafford. I don't really want to take another quarterback because we're really loaded there. Goddard, Tanyan, Higbee. No, I don't think we need to worry about that. When do I need to worry about? Like Jonnu is the 12th. Okay, so all right, we're in good shape here. Let's go look at the draft results. Got a bit of a run happening on quarterbacks. Got a couple of tight ends coming off. Someone took Ronald Jones. But you know what? I'm going to take Fournette. And that'll be our 4th running back. So that's pretty good running back core. And Goddard, I think we might need to look at going early on our tight end because there's such a run happening right now. Let's look at the tight ends. So really, Jonnu's kind of my target, but I also like Everett for the touchdown upside. I like Hooper for quarterbacks. Oh, look, we're down to just Joe Burrow. Oh, and he just went off. Okay. And we still have Ben and we still have Bridgewater as far as stacks with our board. So let's look at so it's almost back to us. So yeah, quite a run on tight ends. I think we should probably take our second tight end here. So I think I'm going to take Jonnu. Let's go ahead and take Jonnu. Okay. And all right. Now let's go to the 12th round. Wide receivers, Gallup, Samuel. Those are both good choices. Look, Marvin Jones is still there. Samuel. I think Gallup might be gone at this point. All right. What about running backs? Sony Michel, is he still on the board? No, he's gone. All right. The other running backs just don't rate well at all. Got some good wide receivers here. Let's look at the running backs. Ooh, no, it's kind of a dead zone. Let's go look at the draft results. That's why we've got to run on wide receivers because there's no good running backs right now. Curtis Samuel is still there. It'd be nice if he would make it back to us. Oh, Marvin Jones too. I've got options. Okay. It's Marvin Jones or Curtis Samuel. Marvin Jones, way better. Let's go ahead and take Marvin Jones. That would be our 5th wide receiver. Let's go to the next round. We're heading to the 13th round. Running backs. Kissick, White, Alexander Madison. Not really thrilled with any of those guys. Wide receivers. I think I saw Myers already went off. We got Ruggs, Gage, Parker, Marquise Brown. So there's some decent options for wide receivers at this point. Marquise Brown. Look, there's Michael Thomas. Cole Beasley. There's Ruggs. There's Rager. Okay, so there's a lot of options here. Let's look at quarterbacks. Still pretty good on quarterbacks, but there's probably going to be another run that's going to happen really soon here. Let's look here. So we've got another couple of tight ends coming off. Devontae Parker, Will Fuller, Marquise Brown all came off. So Curtis Samuel still there. Michael Thomas still there. All right, so we might be having a start of a run on quarterbacks, but you know what? I'm going to take Michael Thomas. That would be our 6th wide receiver. That's a great place to get him, man. 13th round, that's really nice. Okay, let's go to the 14th round. Running backs. All right. I think we definitely need to go quarterback on this next round. I think that's going to be that'll be our focus here. So wow, Tyson Williams. Seems a little early, but that's all right. Irv Smith came off. Why in the world? Why? Who's your other tight end? Well, Mark Andrews, he's good. That's terrible. That's a terrible choice. There's Trey Lance. Okay. Baker Mayfield. Okay. All I need to just make sure is that the quarterback I select doesn't have the bye week 12. Ferkser. So we're definitely we're definitely dredging the bottom of the pond for tight ends right now. Yeah, there's not great options here. I might take a third, though. I will probably take a third tight end and a third quarterback is what I'm thinking on this draft. All right, let's go ahead and take quarterback. Now, Ben is there, but Cousins or Fitz. You know what? I'm going to take Ben just because that gives me the stack. That gives me a stack with Juju. And let's go to the 15th round. Ramondre Stevenson. That would be a good target there. Let's go look at the running backs. Ramondre Stevenson. I like that. I like Darrell Williams. David Johnson is still there. Boy, it's pretty picked over. Let's look at the wide receivers. So Cole Beasley's still on the board. Jalen Rager. Those guys are awesome choices. There's Gage. There's Nelson Aguilar. Yeah, there's some really good choices here. This is surprising that we're this late and there's still these kind of players on the board. It's 3 picks back to us. Let's see what's going on. So, yeah, a couple more quarterbacks. So you can see here, big quarterback run going on. So I'm glad we got Roethlisberger. And I think we could still get like maybe Bridgewater. Although I'm not sure how much that would really help my team. Quarterbacks. Cousins is still... Oh, Cousins just got taken. All right, so, well, I'm going to take... Shoot. This is tough. I'm going to take Beasley. And then I'm hoping that Ramadra would make it back to us. And then for the 17th round, close it out with either another tight end or another quarterback, depending on who's available. So this team is looking pretty good. Let's go to the 16th round. 16. Okay. Nothing there of super interest. Rondale Moore rates very well if he makes it back. Let's look at wide receivers. Is he still there? I think he might already be gone. No, he's still there. Okay. Kind of surprising. But there are still really good wide receiver options. I'm just going to look at the running backs again. And again, there's just none of these guys hold any interest for me outside of Ramondre and Darrell Williams. So I think we're good there. Let's look at the tight ends. So Engram's still there. Henry's still there. So there's Zach Ertz. I mean, if these guys just get ignored, I don't think I could pass up on them. 4 picks back to us. This is a nice setup here. I'm pretty happy with what I got. Oh, someone took Hunter Henry. Someone took Evan Ingram. Okay, let's go ahead and take Ramadra. And let's go to the 17th round. Again, it's going to be slim pickings. Slim pickings. There's Darrell Williams. Ertz, if he made it back to us, would be great. Darrell Williams would also be a decent choice. Still really good wide receiver. Look, Nelson Aguilar. We get Nelson Aguilar as our final pick. I might just end up taking that. Let's look at the quarterbacks. Derek Carr, Sam Darnold. I might be interested in Sam Darnold. Closed out with 3 quarterbacks. He already had Joe Burrow. He had 4 quarterbacks. That seems excessive. You know what? I think I'm going to take a third tight end. I'll take Ertz. And so I kind of like this team, but I bet you Yahoo hates it. They hate all my teams, but my teams seem to just increase in value as time goes on. Although I do have one that's like totally cratered down to 10th. I don't know why, because nobody's been injured, but somehow I've cratered down to 10th place on one of them. But I've got a lot that are in the top 3 or 4, and so and I haven't done anything. They've just been moving up. They've been like reassessing my team as time goes on. They're like, oh, I guess this team doesn't suck too bad. I'm like, yeah, because it doesn't. But anyway, I'll be right back, and we'll look at the analysis, and we'll look at the team. Oh, yeah, check it out. Yahoo liked my draft. That must mean I'm doomed. But I'll tell you what, man, this draft went very well, and I'm very happy with the results. Great value on those wide receivers that were coming in late. I mean, that was just amazing. But it's got me ranked first, so let's review the team. So I got Kyler Murray and Ben Roethlisberger as my quarterbacks. My wide receivers: Robert Woods, T. Higgins, Jerry Jeudy, Juju Smith-Schuster, Mike Jones, Michael Thomas, and Cole Beasley. So an extremely strong wide receiver core here. I'm really happy with that. Look, everybody over 10 points a week projected. That's fantastic. Running backs, Kamara and Gibson, just a killer 1-2 punch there. With Kenyon Drake, Leonard Fournette, and Ramondre Stevenson, who I think all these guys have upside. So that's really good. Plus we got Kittle as our tight end, Jonnu Smith, Zach Ertz behind that. But yeah, all right. I think that's the first time I've come out of the gate ranked first. I've had several that have moved to first as injuries have occurred. But yeah, I mean, again, that is the positional dominance strategy. I mean, every week I've got a top 3 quarterback and a top 3 tight end in this league. Will help me win those positions each week. And then just a great wide receiver core, solid top 2 running backs. If those guys stay healthy, I'm golden. And these backups are decent. I think they're pretty undervalued here relative to what they can possibly do. But I'm liking it. Ramondre plays behind Damian Harris, who is an injury risk. That guy doesn't stay healthy. And Fournette can have boom weeks for sure. And then Kenyon Drake, again, playing a key role on the Raiders offense this year, where he's going to be catching a lot of passes, and again, Josh Jacobs, another guy that misses time. So very good, very happy. This is great. So anyway, hey, thanks for watching. What do you think of this team? Why don't you let me know? Leave a comment down below, and we can talk about it. Where did I screw up on this draft? Like I said, I think it went very well most of the way through. Only got sniped on a couple of players, and that was fine. I can live with that. But anyway, hey, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Have yourself a great day.